Hey, it's Ethan here at etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 Hitch Bike Rack, how it fits on our 2023 Subaru Outback Wagon. The NV is a two-bike platform style bike rack capable of supporting two bikes up to 60 pounds apiece. It's going to hold onto our bike primarily with this front wheel hook here, as well as one additional strap down at the bottom. So you can get some heavier bikes on here, but say you want to mix and match maybe a carbon frame bike, or you have an alternative frame style bike with a really aggressive design, you can accommodate those two without taking damage to the frame because we don't make any contact with the frame. One of the nice benefits of this rack is that it does have the ability for it to tilt away with the bikes loaded up, so we'll show you that early on. You'll use this handle in the back, and honestly it's not my favorite location for this because if you do have another bike loaded up, it can make it weird to get to, and it's just kind of in an inconvenient position. But to tilt it down, we will pull this and it'll come down towards us. It doesn't tilt super aggressively, but it does give us plenty of space to open up the hatch. You can see it doesn't come very close to the crossbars at all. And we've got a good amount of room back here. If I wanted to, I could sit down, change my shoes before or after my ride, or get anything out of the back that I might need once I get there. To tilt it back up is straightforward. I like to just get underneath the rack. You'll hear it click into place, and now we can work on getting the bike removed. We'll start with the strap down here on the back. Just press this gray release, slide the strap through, and we can hold onto the frame of our bike now. Press this large button on the wheel hook, pull that up, push it down, and now we can set our bike off to the side. And while I do that, we can start to get into a little bit more details about the trays and the cradles. Starting first of all, as I replace the strap down here in the back, so I want to point out that this can slide up and down the tray to accommodate a wheelbase of up to 50 inches. We'll put this wheel hook back in the center as well, and we'll note that you do see a couple of different widths as far as your tires go. So right away they can support a tire width of up to 3 inches, but with the fat bike adapter strap, they can get up to 5 inches. Also on the front of the tray here, you can see that there is an integrated cable lock. Really nice that it stores right into the tray. Super easy to use, just get it around your tire or the frame to keep it in place. From here, I'll get a measurement to see how much distance we're adding onto the back of our vehicle. So from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's going to be adding on about 31.5 inches, so it does stick out a good ways. As far as ground clearance goes, from the ground to the closest point here in the back, it's going to be about 22 inches, and as high as you're going to have to lift those heavier bikes if you use them, it's going to be about 24 inches. So we have a pretty good rise there, so I'm not going to be super worried about ground clearance issues as far as going up hills or over curves. If we want to, we can save a little bit of that space using that same lever that we used before. Just pull it in and we can fold the rack up towards the back of the vehicle. It doesn't sit very close back here, so I'll just get another measurement to see how much space we've saved. Now, from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's only going to be about 14 inches, so we do save a ton of space that way. Like I mentioned, it doesn't sit super close, and it's really low and compact for the most part, but from certain angles, your license plate is probably going to be pretty obstructed. Your backup camera is right here in the middle, and it shoots pretty much straight down at the rack, so that's definitely going to be in the way a little bit. You're definitely going to know it's back there, but it doesn't come anywhere near our taillights or our rear window. While we're up here though, we can point out one of the big differences in this rack is that built-in bike repair stand. So if we undo that lever right here, you can slide the repair stand up, tilt it out, pull that back in place to keep it in place, undo this hand knob here and it pops right out. So you can put your bike in there, repair it when you're out and you're done with your ride or beforehand if you notice something's just a little bit out of place. Super nice and easy to use. Really cool that it just integrates into the rack like that. Coming down to the shank now. The rack does use a 2-inch shank that fits into our 2-inch receiver. It's held in place by this pin with a lock core. It's going to be key to that cable lock we talked about earlier. It's all held in place by this hand threadable anti-rattle knob. Keeps all the shake and play out of the rack, keeps everything secure, and it's tool free, so it's super easy to do. So overall, the Kuat NV is definitely a premium option. It's got a lot of premium features. If you're looking for more of an entry-level option, you can check out something like the Rocky Mounts monorail. Got a lot of the similar specs. You're going to lose out on that bike repair stand and that Kuat finish. So if you do like all those features that I talked about with the Kuat NV 2.0, definitely still a really solid option. This was just a quick look at how it fits on our 2023 Subaru Outback Wagon.